Well, here we go, back at it again with Dr. Eve. We're talking about couples moving in together, and we've asked you to call us on our line 0839133728. Faria from Cape Town is on the line. Good morning, Faria.
Morning.
Oh.
Oh my God, I absolutely love Expresso.
Thank you so much. We love you.
With regards to moving in, I'm 21, recently got married.
Congratulations.
I was staying with my fiancé at the time prior to me moving in. I don't personally think that couples should wait specifically till marriage. You want to become familiar with your partners and understand living conditions, because knowing somebody outside of a living environment changes once you move in together. What I did like about our arrangement, though, after marriage, is that on a Friday night, perhaps, I'll kick him out of the house. Go out with your friends. Enjoy your time. The same thing with me on a Saturday night. I mean, he sends me out with his girlfriends. Go and have a blast, and we'll go out. He'll come pick us up when we're done, you know? So nothing really needs to change. But I do think that people should move in together, either before or after marriage. Depends on your personal preference, but it does impact the relationship and it changes things.
Thank you so much. I'm loving, the smile in her voice is amazing. It sounds like a very successful and very happy relationship. And I'm sure
only 21.
Let's be hopeful, Dr. Eve. Oh, my word. So, I mean, like she was saying now, the Friday night, Saturday night, girls' night, guys' night thing, creating that personal space time is important.
Vitally important. You really don't have to do that. But also you have a choice of, like, you have this companion who is with you all the time. I also just want to just mention expectations, which is something that couples have to talk about a lot. You know, are you going to believe in the traditional expectation of now we're married, which means that we have companionship 24/7, we don't need to have anybody else. It also means that we have intimacy on tap 24/7, which means that this is a reason to move in together. It's not. Intimacy changes when one moves in together. And I want couples to really understand that oftentimes it means a drop in frequency of being intimate. People expect, wow, because this person's in my bed, you know, all the time, we're going to have an increase in intimacy. It doesn't mean that. Familiarity actually can have the reverse effect. And some people can actually feel, well, we're so intimate and comfortable. Do we really need to be going all the way? And there may be some disappointment around that. So just accept that it changes. It becomes different. It can become incredibly rich and incredibly enhanced by living together.
We're getting closer and closer to the end of our segment, and I know that you wanted to touch on this.
Yes.
What happens when you split up?
Yes, and I do want to just be real clear around that, because so many people cohabit and don't just get married. There is absolute trauma when there is a breakup. Don't undermine it and just think, well, because we're cohabiting and we're not married and it's not legalized, we're going to have less hurt. You will have the same hurt. You will have the same pain. You may try and be detached and not as committed when you're living together as opposed to being married. But really, Kat, the trauma is just the same. And I want people to be very mindful that when you do move in together, please be aware of that. It's a shredding, it's a tearing, it hurts. There is possible infidelity, just like when you're married, and divorce and infidelity and breaking up are really very painful experiences. So think very mindfully about it.
Dr. Eve, thank you so much. We always appreciate your insights, and thank you for your participation, for calling us.
Yes.
We'll do this again next week. Right now, let's head on over to the kitchen.